Have you ever wished you were Professor X from the X-Men, able to scavenge through people's minds to see their deepest, darkest secrets? Why was my diarrhea yellow this morning? You know what? Maybe I had corn. But then I also had that mega stuff for— Okay, can I trade for flying? Okay, maybe not, but Ray here can do just that, and he really doesn't have a choice. After a strenuous day of testing out hard hats, he gets smacked in the head by an unidentified falling object that grants him the power to read minds with an invisible pink spaghetti arm. Being chased down by the Man, yes literally, his name is The Man, Ray goes out on an absurd adventure that has him being framed for murder, thrown into an insane asylum in a straitjacket, and visiting a good old shrink. Equipped with this pink gelatinous hand, you'll be able to hear people's innermost thoughts, transform the paper world around you by tearing it away Paper Mario style, and finding stickers to solve puzzles. Oh, and did I mention that Stick It to the Man is just plain crazy? No? Well, it definitely is. This platforming adventure is split up into 10 different chapters that have you wandering around different locales, such as the aforementioned asylum, and finding various weird NPCs that are easily identifiable on the gamepad touchscreen, so that you can read their minds. This game puts a heavy focus on mind reading, with every puzzle revolving around it in some way. You'll need to latch your pink spaghetti arm onto people's heads so that you can hear what their various problems are, and then travel throughout the pop-up book world to find the right items in the form of stickers to solve them. The stickers, though, aren't just going to be sitting in plain sight. Sometimes you'll need to peel back paper walls to find them, or even steal them from people's thoughts, so making it a habit to talk to everyone and exploring your surroundings is crucial. Oh, and believe me, these quests are anything but normal. How about taking a pregnant belly sticker from a woman and plastering it onto a man? How about saving someone from committing suicide by giving him a set of dentures? And that's only the half of it. The wackiness of the world in Stick It to the Man is what makes the game so endearing, because if it was just filled with flat, stagnant characters voicing their boring dilemmas, things would wear out pretty fast. Thankfully, the developer Zoink did a fantastic job fleshing out all the different characters, giving them their own unique personalities that are totally diverse. Now, when it comes to adventure games like The Cave, that require you to travel great distances to collect items and then bring them back to specific spots, the game can get loaded down with backtracking and trial and error. But Stick It to the Man does a really good job of coping with these predicaments, as Zoink streamlined the game so you aren't constantly retreading old ground, and if you do, you can move around fairly quickly. For one, the spaghetti arm is a very helpful navigation tool, as you can zip around the environments faster by latching onto thumbtacks that pull you towards them. Then there are the quick travel spots in the larger stages to instantly go from one point to another to ultimately save a great deal of time. And in terms of trial and error, Zoink did well to provide clues on what items go where from the things mentioned while reading minds or from clues in the environment. Zoink Studios even took the Wii U version a step further by allowing you the option of reading minds through the Wii U gamepad itself. Using the controller's gyroscope, you can lift the gamepad into the air and aim it at the squishy brains to listen to their thoughts through the gamepad itself, making for a more immersive experience. This feature is completely optional though, and even though it makes clever use of the gamepad, I found it to be slightly cumbersome. You see, it's pretty sensitive when it comes to activating this feature, as just a slight turn of the gamepad could trigger the brain scanning mode, and I found this happening to myself multiple times throughout the adventure. Instead of having this feature open up automatically, why not allocate it to a button on the touchscreen so that when you want to use it, you can just simply press the button to enter the scanning mode. This would have created a much better experience. And it's also worth noting that the volume of voices coming out of the game's speakers seemed rather low, but thankfully you can completely turn this feature off through the game's options, so you don't have to deal with any of this. But that doesn't mean the gamepad is completely useless, as it's still used as a helpful map to tell you where NPCs are, and it also supports off TV play, so there's that. But outside of gameplay, Zoink did a really phenomenal job when it came to creating the world of Stick It to the Man. They went the Paper Mario route, where pretty much every single thing, character, or environmental object is made out of paper, cardboard, or stickers. On top of that, the paper-like objects are thoroughly detailed with shading and colors, making for an overall real-life pop-up book feel. Oh, and Zoink didn't hold back when it came to designing each individual NPC, as they come in all shapes and sizes that really captures the goofiness of this world. I also had to give them props on the voice acting here. It is really fantastic. With so many different minds to read, there is bound to be a ton of dialogue, and thankfully the characters actually have personalities with voices that are truly dynamic. Plus, it helps that the actual voices are accompanied by dialogue that is well written with witty humor that doesn't feel forced. The music, on the other hand, is mostly jazz, which matter-of-factly fits perfectly well here, as the funk that oozes from the tunes captures the funky essence of the world and its inhabitants. Oh, and the title theme? It's pretty awesome. Stick It to the Man is definitely on the shorter side when it comes to the amount of content. It should take you around 3 to 5 hours to complete all the chapters, and once you have done that, there really isn't much else to do. But after thinking about it, the game's length feels just about right, because if the journey just continued to drag on, the repetitiveness would probably take a toll, as the gameplay doesn't really change much throughout. But if you're looking for a game full of action, you aren't really going to find that in Stick It to the Man. Sure, there are some more tense moments here and there, but it's a perfect Wii U eShop title to play leisurely, as you still have to take the time to hear what people have to say through the game's interesting mind-reading mechanic. Zoink also did a pretty fantastic job crafting this paper world, filling it with wacky, likable characters and crazy out-of-this-world puzzles, making for a pretty fantastic adventure title. So in all, the GamingPixelShow.com is awarding Stick It to the Man with a 4.5 out of 5. But that will bring us to the end of this review, and if you like what you saw, please give it a thumbs up and add your favorites and all that good stuff, and you can stay tuned for more news videos, video reviews, and that's on me for this episodes. But I will talk to you later in the next video, guys. Bye!